All right, so let's take our first step in writing a report and create our intake summary. So you've just collected the intake forms from a family, maybe you've done an intake interview, and this is how you're going to summarize it. So I'm going to use my intake prompt summary, or intake summary prompt. And as you can see, I have the prompt that tells the AI how I want this information organized and the tone that I want. But I've also attached an example intake summary, which is just a document, a Word document that has an example from another report of what I want. And it's going to match the form, content, style, and tone. Then I'm going to upload a sample intake form. So I have one for Sawyer Wilcox. And this is just a PDF of the intake form from Intake Q. And if I have a second form from a second parent, for example, I can just add that there. And then I will ask the AI to summarize that and create my intake summary. And there we go. So this has drafted my intake, my background and history section. So I can edit it from there, paste it into a document. The other thing that's exciting is that if I want to, I can go to the transcription section of Bastion and either import a file, a recording from my phone, or I can record an intake interview just within the platform. And then what it's going to do is it's going to create a transcript of that intake interview. And in an actual intake interview, it would have the different speakers. And then I can ask it to create a custom note. And again, I have a little library. So there's my intake summary prompt. And then it's going to take my notes and create an intake summary with my background and history right there. I can go ahead and download that. And then I can say, add the attached information to the above background summary. I'm going to get that text note, add that in, and it's going to add that additional information into a revised, updated background in history for Sawyer. All right, that's how you do the first part. In our next video, I'll talk about how we summarize notes like collateral interviews and observations.